back at you again today, baby. Got one more for you. Hey, we doing something a little different today. Hey, got that microphone action in today. Hey, we upgrade, baby. We upgrade. But anyway, hey, I'm your boy, Jermaine Gear. That's who I am, this random dude right here. This boy, hey, I'm Jermaine Gear. I have over 20 years of professional cooking experience, y'all. 20 years. Been doing this a long time. But hey, check this out. Today, we got something special, man. Hey, I told you this month right here, we are working on some Thanksgiving specials. You know that a lot of families, unfortunately, aren't getting together as a group this year. So we want to kind of help families downsize, do some of the same dishes, some of the same items, but get them in smaller quantities so that we don't have a lot of waste left over for Thanksgiving. You know, so that's just one of the things we want to work on. So today, hey, we got them apples. We got them apples. Yes, sir. We got them apples. Hey, today we're gonna turn these apples into apple kernel. So we got these apples washed. We are ready to go here. So now, hey, one thing I would suggest you ever, especially if you have younger kids, a very good investment is an apple core. Now, get that apple core, go ahead and core that apple. If you don't have an apple core, it's okay. Just use your nice little paring knife that you have around the house. It's okay. These things, now it's time to peel them. So, just like you got that core, hey, get you a nice pillow. There you go. Got them all cored. I see you. Got them all cored. Okay, so now, next step is to go ahead and cut these things into about 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch dices. Now, we got a bowl full of nice, pretty cut apples. All right, so in our pan, we just started out, the pan's still kind of cold, but we just add a tablespoon of butter. All right, so our butter has started frying, popping, all that goodness, stuff like that. All right, so now we're just gonna take our apples, pour them all the way in, all the way gone. All right, pour them in there. And now with those apples, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're also gonna add some salt. I'm gonna add some cinnamon. Just to brown the top really well. All right. And so now, we're just gonna stir everything in. We're gonna let this cook down for, I'm gonna say about 5 minutes. All right, so this part right here is totally optional. All I did here was just take a 1/4 cup of cold water and stirred it and mixed in about a 1/2 tablespoon of cornstarch, because I want my sauce on my apples to be kind of thick. And add that 1/4 cup of cornstarch mixed in these apples, and they're about halfway through. They've been cooking on the stove at about a medium high heat for about a total of 5 minutes. That's even including after I put with the cornstarch as well, cornstarch and water mixture. So now we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it in our refrigerator and we're gonna let it cool for about 20 minutes, okay? Here, as you see, I got my cutting board, Southern Manor cutting board. All right, and so now we have all-purpose flour. And so all we're gonna do now, I'm not a natural baker. My mom is a very good baker. My Aunt Mildred is a very good baker. I'm not a baker, but I got these puff pastries out of the frozen section in Publix, actually. So, and when you pull them out the packet, they kind of look like this. They be wrapped in plastic. They look like this. And but before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and put my flour down. Just want to flour your cutting board very lightly. It don't have to be super crazy. I put flour in my hands, opened it up, and I made sure I lightly floured it, both sides, and also, of course, my cutting board so it doesn't stick. So, what you want to do now is go ahead and start get these sheets and cut them into the sizes that you want. So one sheet, I'm just going to cut this one sheet into quarters. Things next is we're going to have to make what you call an egg wash. All right, so all the egg wash, can you see that water? I have a little bit of water. I have like about maybe 2 tablespoons of water in here. And your humble egg. And so all an egg wash is just a egg and a little bit of water mixture. Some egg washes, depending upon what you're cooking, can be eggs and milk. But this particular egg wash here is just going to be eggs and water. Beautiful, beautiful apples that have been cooled and sitting in our refrigerator for about 15 minutes. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to take a spoonful of these apple turnovers and put them in the center of each pastry here. We have scooped about a quarter cup of apples into the middle of those pastries that we cut into 4s. And so now we're just going to take this egg wash. You want to wash 3 sides of that egg. You can use your fingers, you want to use a brush, you can do that too. The main thing is you just want to marry, I'm sorry, I told you 3 sides. You want to marry 2 of these sides together with the egg white. You don't want to put too much because you're going to cause it to stick to your board. So now, like I did here, I did this side here and that side there. So now what I'm going to do here is just marry both of these sides together and fold it over. And it don't have to be perfect. It just has to touch, okay? And we're gonna perfect that in a minute, okay? So, as far as the crimping goes, you're like, man, this thing is ugly, Jermaine, it's fat. What the heck is that gonna be? Look, check this out. Literally, all you're gonna do is take a fork and do just like that. They say crimping ain't easy. They say crimping ain't easy. Is once they go in, before they go in, you wanna go ahead and put those slits in them with a knife so that once it cooks, the steam can come out the top. And now that we have cut our slits in them, we're gonna take some of that egg wash and we're just gonna put it over the top of them, just like that, okay? You don't wanna drench it, but what that's gonna do is actually help that puff pastry turn a nice, pretty gold. All right, and so by the way, I got this on a oiled pan, a spray oil pan. They ready, yes sir. Look at that. We'll take that. We'll take that. We're about to see what this, if all the challenges will work. Let's see. Oh my God. I do this 10 times over to get that taste right there. My God. I'm not a big fan of apple pie because I don't like those hard, crunchy, sour apples. And with this recipe here, you can cook the apples to whatever texture that you want to cook them to. I really like that idea. So, but anyway, I'm not gonna make this a long video today. Try not to. Thank you so much for watching. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Look like we got some work done this past week and with the election, hopefully. God bless you. God be with you. I love you. Thank you so much. And I'm out.